Your knees feel a little less steady. Your balance isn't what it used to be. And you've started to notice even a walk around the block feels just a bit harder than before. Most seniors chalk it up to aging. But what if the real issue was on your dinner plate? Hi, I am Dr. Robert Peterson. For over 40 years, I've worked with older adults across America, helping them walk taller, think sharper, and regain the strength they thought was gone for good. And today, I want to warn you about something surprising. Some vegetables, yes, vegetables may quietly be making your legs weaker, your balance shakier, and your circulation worse, even though they're often considered healthy. Shocking, right? But it's true, and I've seen it in my clinic time and time again. Now, the good news is this: not all vegetables are bad. In fact, a few very specific ones can actually help protect your heart, nourish your muscles, and even sharpen your mind after 60. So in today's video, I'll show you 3 vegetables you should eat every day to protect your strength and stay independent, and 3 vegetables you should avoid because they may quietly inflame your joints, spike your blood sugar, or mess with your circulation. If you care about moving freely, staying sharp, and aging with dignity, this video could change how you look at every meal. Type 1 in the comments if you're ready to learn, or type 0 if you think I'm full of broccoli. Either way, I promise you'll be surprised. If this kind of senior health advice is helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Thrive, After65, and share this video with someone you care about. Now let's dig in, starting with one vegetable that acts like armor for your legs, your heart, and your brain. If you told me there was only one vegetable you'd be willing to eat every single day, I'd ask you to make it broccoli. Not because it's trendy or colorful or shows up in every superfood article online, but because broccoli is what I call a foundational vegetable. It doesn't just sit in your stomach. It goes to work deep in your cells, your bones, your blood vessels, and yes, your legs. Let me explain. Broccoli is rich in a natural compound called sulforaphane. This isn't just any nutrient. Sulforaphane is a powerful anti-inflammatory, and inflammation, especially the kind you don't feel right away, is one of the biggest threats to healthy aging. You see, low-grade chronic inflammation quietly weakens your joints, tightens your blood vessels, makes your bones more brittle, and even affects how your brain communicates with your feet. And that's where many seniors first start to decline: mobility, balance, confidence. Sulforaphane helps stop that process in its tracks. It turns on your body's own internal detox systems. It helps flush out harmful compounds that build up over time, things that slow down healing, block circulation, and trigger joint pain. But broccoli doesn't stop there. It's also loaded with vitamin K, which supports bone density critical after 60, when even a small fracture can mean months of rehab. It offers calcium for muscle contraction and balance, and it's packed with antioxidants, which protect your arteries from hardening and keep your blood flowing smoothly, especially down to your feet and legs. And here's a fact many people miss. Studies have shown that sulforaphane can directly improve peripheral circulation. Better blood flow to your legs means fewer cramps, less numbness, and stronger steps when you walk. It's like broccoli puts fuel back in the tank, not just for your body, but for your confidence. Now, I'll be honest, preparation matters. If you boil broccoli until it turns grey and mushy, most of those powerful nutrients are destroyed. But steam it lightly, just 3 to 4 minutes, and you keep its structure, flavor, and healing strength intact. That little crunch? That's the good stuff. And don't worry, you don't need to eat a mountain of it. Even half a cup a day of steamed broccoli can be enough to protect your joints, support your circulation, and give your legs the strength to move with ease. So the next time you plan a meal, ask yourself, am I building my body's armor? Or am I walking into battle unprotected? With broccoli on your plate, every step you take gets just a little steadier, and that's no small thing after 60. Now, while broccoli acts like a suit of armor for your legs and circulation, there's another green, softer, more humble, that quietly powers something just as important: your mind. I'm talking about spinach. Don't let its soft texture or salad bar reputation fool you. Spinach is one of the most neurologically protective vegetables a senior can eat, and its impact extends far beyond memory. Let's start with something many people overlook: blood flow to the brain. As we age, our arteries can stiffen, restricting oxygen delivery. That's when the brain starts to feel foggy. You forget why you entered a room. Your reflexes slow. You feel tired, but you haven't done anything exhausting. Spinach helps reverse that. It contains natural nitrates, which help expand blood vessels and restore flexibility to aging arteries. That means better circulation to your brain and muscles, including those in your legs. With more oxygen reaching your brain, your thinking sharpens. With more blood flowing to your legs, your steps feel lighter. And with more nutrients reaching your cells, your whole body runs more smoothly. But that's just the beginning. Spinach is also loaded with folate and lutein, two nutrients proven to support cognitive function. Folate supports mood, memory, and focus. Lutein helps protect the parts of the brain involved in processing speed and attention. Seniors who eat more lutein-rich foods tend to score higher on memory tests and experience slower brain aging. And we can't forget your eyes. Spinach is one of the richest sources of lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids that protect the macula, the part of your eye responsible for central vision. That's your ability to read, drive, recognize faces, and navigate the world safely. Protecting your macula means protecting your independence. Now, let's talk preparation. Spinach is best lightly sautéed or blended into smoothies. Overcooking it, especially boiling, destroys many of its delicate nutrients. And raw spinach in large amounts can be tough on digestion for some seniors. A small portion daily, even just a handful cooked or a few leaves in a smoothie, can deliver a big return. It's not about volume, it's about consistency. So here's how I see it. If broccoli protects your body from the outside in, spinach powers your body from the inside out, especially your brain, blood vessels, and sight. Together, they form a powerful daily defense. Add a little green to your plate, and you're not just eating well, you're thinking clearer, moving freer, and living smarter. So far, we've talked about protecting your circulation, your brain, and your bones. But there's one more system that often gets overlooked until it starts to fail. Your balance. Balance isn't just about not falling. It's about confidence. It's about walking into a room without hesitation, stepping off a curb without fear, and standing tall in your own skin. And believe it or not, one of the best vegetables for balance is also one of the most familiar, the carrot. Carrots are far more than a crunchy snack. They're packed with beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that your body converts into vitamin A, essential for vision, nerve function, and coordination. Let's start with vision. After 60, many seniors start noticing changes in eyesight, blurry reading, trouble driving at night, or difficulty seeing faces from afar. That's often due to damage in the macula, the part of your eye responsible for central vision. Carrots help protect the macula and reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in seniors. Clear vision isn't just about seeing beauty. It's about moving safely, recognizing loved ones, and staying independent longer. But the benefits don't stop at your eyes. Carrots also support the neuromuscular system, the delicate communication network between your brain and your legs. That's the system that tells your foot to lift, your knee to bend, and your body to catch itself if you stumble. Beta-carotene and other antioxidants in carrots help protect nerves and blood vessels, keeping that system sharp and responsive. Plus, carrots are naturally rich in fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol, two factors that, when imbalanced, can harm circulation and slow down your reflexes. Even better, carrots are easy to prepare. You can eat them raw for crunch, steamed for softness, or blended into smoothies for a natural touch of sweetness. And unlike more delicate veggies, carrots hold onto their nutrients well, even when cooked. Aim for 1 medium carrot a day or a half cup, chopped to get the full benefit. You don't need anything fancy. No powders, pills, or imported berries from across the globe. Just a humble carrot, orange, crisp, and powerful. So here's the big picture. Broccoli builds your foundation, spinach fuels your brain, and carrots help you stay upright, steady, strong, and sure of every step. That's the kind of vegetable trio I'd recommend to any senior who wants to move through life with strength, clarity, and pride. And in just a moment, we'll talk about the vegetables you should avoid, the ones that can quietly chip away at all that hard work. But first, take a breath and give your fridge a little nod of gratitude if it's already stocked with a bag of bright, beautiful carrots. Now that we've covered 3 vegetables that help you stay strong, steady, and sharp, it's time to look at the other side of the plate, because not all vegetables are helpful. Some, despite looking healthy, may actually be quietly making things worse, especially for your joints, nerves, and circulation. And one of the most surprising culprits? Eggplant. Yes, the purple one. At first glance, eggplant seems harmless, even healthy. It's colorful, low in calories, high in fiber. But underneath its glossy skin lies a hidden compound called solanine. Solanine is a natural chemical found in nightshade vegetables, including eggplants, that helps the plant defend itself from pests. Unfortunately, it can also act as an irritant inside the human body, especially in people over 60. You see, solanine has been linked to inflammation, particularly in the joints, muscles, and connective tissue. And if you already have arthritis, joint stiffness, or nerve pain, this little chemical can quietly make those symptoms worse. It doesn't always cause immediate discomfort, but over time, solanine can contribute to stiffness in your knees and hips, burning or aching in the legs, weakened reflexes and slower movement, loss of coordination and balance. And all of that adds up to a higher risk of falls, which, as you may know, is the shown cause of serious injury and loss of independence in seniors. Even worse, cooking doesn't fully remove solanine, so whether you bake, grill, or stew it, the compound still lingers. Now, not everyone is sensitive to eggplant, but the risk goes up with age, especially if you already deal with inflammation, poor circulation, or nerve issues. And here's what I tell my patients. If something is working against your stability, your strength, or your peace of mind, why keep it on your plate? There are so many other vegetables that offer the same fiber and nutrition without the risk. So when you're planning a meal, ask yourself, is this food truly helping me move better, feel stronger, or age smarter? Or is it quietly working against me? With eggplant, the answer isn't always obvious, but for many seniors, removing it can bring surprising relief. Less stiffness, better movement, clearer nerves. So, as much as it may hurt to part ways with that purple vegetable in your favorite dish, your legs and your future mobility might just thank you for it. In the next section, we'll talk about another vegetable that's even more common and even more misleading. One that shows up in salads, soups, and stir-fries, but may quietly irritate your gut, inflame your joints, and mess with your balance. Let's turn the page and talk about green bell peppers. You may want to believe that all vegetables in your fridge are helping you stay healthy, but the truth is some are just better than others. And a few, like this next one, might be working against your strength and balance without you even realizing it. Let's talk about green bell peppers. They look fresh. They're crunchy, colorful, and common in everything from salads to stir-fries. But for many seniors, these familiar peppers may be quietly contributing to problems you've been trying to fix for years: joint pain, nerve irritation, and even poor balance. The reason? Green bell peppers are part of the nightshade family, the same group that includes eggplants and tomatoes. And like their purple cousin, green bell peppers contain lectins, proteins that can bind to the lining of your gut and cause irritation, especially in people with aging digestive or immune systems. Now, you may not feel this right away, but over time, these lectins can contribute to low-grade inflammation, especially in the joints, blood vessels, and nerves. For seniors, this can show up as tingling or numbness in the feet, stiffness in the ankles, feeling unsteady when walking, slower reflexes or weak muscle responses. You might think these symptoms are just part of aging, but in reality, they may be caused or worsened by what's on your plate. Even more frustrating, green bell peppers aren't as nutritious as they seem. Compared to red, yellow, or orange peppers, the green ones are actually less ripe and contain fewer antioxidants. So not only can they be inflammatory, they don't offer the same protective benefits as their colorful cousins. Can cooking help? Yes, lightly cooking green bell peppers can reduce their lectin content slightly, but for many older adults, it may be best to limit or avoid them altogether, especially if you already struggle with joint stiffness, digestive issues, or balance problems. Now, I'm not saying you can never eat a green pepper again, but I am saying, listen to your body. If you feel achy, stiff, or sluggish, After meals and green peppers are a regular ingredient, it might be time to try a break. Instead, choose vegetables that are easier on your system and richer in antioxidants like zucchini, squash, or cooked red peppers. Because every food you eat is either helping you move better or holding you back. And when you're over 60, there's no room left for things that slow you down. In the next section, we'll cover one more vegetable that's even more common, a staple on nearly every American dinner table. It's warm, it's familiar, and it may be quietly raising your blood sugar and weakening your legs without you ever suspecting it. Let's talk about white potatoes. We've just uncovered the hidden risks of green bell peppers, a veggie that looks harmless but may quietly be working against your legs and balance. But if you think that was surprising, wait until you hear about this next one, because this vegetable doesn't just show up occasionally. It's a staple served at dinners, holidays, barbecues, and restaurants across the country. I'm talking about the white potato. Warm, filling, comforting potatoes feel like part of American tradition. Mashed, baked, fried, they're everywhere. But for seniors over 60, they may be doing more harm than good. Here's why. White potatoes are packed with simple carbohydrates. That means they quickly convert to sugar in your body, spiking your blood sugar and triggering inflammation. At first, you might just feel tired after eating them. But over time, this constant blood sugar roller coaster can damage the tiny blood vessels that feed your legs and feet. That leads to cold feet or numbness, muscle fatigue or cramps, slower recovery from injury, even neuropathy-like symptoms. Worse yet, high blood sugar contributes to a condition called arteriosclerosis, hardening of the arteries. When your arteries lose flexibility, blood doesn't flow properly to your lower body. This affects your circulation, balance, and walking stability. And here's the kicker. Most potato dishes make things even worse. Think about it: mashed potatoes with butter and cream, baked potatoes with sour cream, French fries in oil and salt. You're combining high glycemic starch with saturated fat and sodium, a dangerous combo for anyone with high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart concerns. And nutritionally, white potatoes are lacking in antioxidants. Unlike sweet potatoes or carrots, which are rich in beta-carotene and other protective compounds, white potatoes don't offer much in return. Now, am I saying you should never eat a white potato again? No, but they should be treated like a treat, not a staple. If you're craving comfort food, consider roasted sweet potatoes, turnips, or even mashed cauliflower with garlic. These options deliver similar texture, but with far fewer health risks. Because every food you eat is either building your strength or quietly eroding it. And after 60, we can't afford to lose strength, especially in the legs that carry us, the feet that ground us, and the balance that keeps us safe. So the next time someone offers you another scoop of mashed potatoes, ask yourself, is this bite worth the ache in my legs later? Is this food helping me walk better, or slowly taking that ability away? Your plate is your power, and with the right choices, you can stay in control of how you move, how you feel, and how you live. Now that you've seen both sides, the helpful greens and the hidden troublemakers, let's wrap it all up in one clear message. We've just walked through 6 vegetables, some that protect your strength and independence, and others that may be quietly taking it away. So let's quickly recap what we've learned. Broccoli helps fight inflammation, supports circulation, and strengthens your bones, especially when steamed lightly. Spinach improves blood flow to the brain, boosts memory, and protects your eyesight. Carrots sharpen your vision, protect your nerves, and help you stay balanced on your feet. These 3 vegetables are your daily defense. They support your ability to move, think, and live freely. But we also uncovered 3 vegetables that deserve a second thought. Eggplant, because of its solanine content, may increase inflammation and worsen joint pain. Green bell peppers, with their lectins, can irritate the gut and trigger nerve discomfort. White potatoes, with their fast carbs and blood sugar spikes, may weaken circulation and slow your reflexes. None of these foods are evil, and some people tolerate them just fine. But for many seniors, removing or replacing them can make a real difference in how you feel, how you move, and how you age. Remember, your plate isn't just food. It's your fuel. It's your foundation. It's your quiet way of saying I choose to stay strong today. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. Just start with one small change. Swap white potatoes for roasted sweet potatoes. Replace green bell peppers with sautéed zucchini or red peppers. Try steamed broccoli with dinner tonight, just half a cup. Because aging well isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. About giving your body what it needs to keep you upright, focused, and full of life. So now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 6 vegetables surprised you most today? Are you already eating any of the good ones? Or maybe rethinking one of the bad? Type your thoughts in the comments, we read every single one. And if this video gave you something useful, please subscribe to Thrive. After65 for more tips like these every week. Your health is your legacy. And every choice you make, even what's on your fork, helps shape the path ahead. Take care of your legs. Protect your mind. Eat with purpose. And we'll see you in the next video.